Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to the 6 News Roundup. Today we're rounding up all the Rainbow Six News over the last week or so. And we'll start with our mid-season balancing patch, which was quite light on content, but extremely controversial. And the quality of the patch notes document was also lacking, as if it hadn't been proofread by at least a couple of people before going public. So Varsity Gaming was actually asking for the patch note makers to be fired. There's also some oddities with this mid-season patch. So first of all, it is not on the test server and it has not got a release date. Normally, mid-season patch notes comes out and it goes into the test server immediately and we can go in and test everything. This is just patch notes with no actual patch, whether that's test server or live. My thinking is here that we might see it either hit the test server or go live on Tuesday, but we won't know until we get there. And this patch is bringing in a buff for Oryx with his ability to jump up hatches and potential nerf for Vigil, although there's some buffs in there too. And then we have what is probably a nerf, but also has some buff elements with Nuke as well. And then Thorn getting a straight buff with the 1.5x added to her submachine gun, so she could end up becoming a very good pick in the future. And then moving on to the real world, we actually had a conviction for the gamer who swatted the Ubisoft offices in Montreal where Rainbow Six Siege is made because he got banned from the game. And I think it was reported he got banned like 80 times or something like that. So he was a serial cheater and he also DDoSed the servers as well. So he did a range of stuff and he's ended up getting 3 years of community service in France. And at the age of 22 as well, like, my God, that is mental. But talking about cheaters and reputation, we got a big update on what is happening with the reputation system and also Mousetrap. So we got a big blog post going over the anti-cheating aspects of Rainbow Six Siege, and it was a bit too much patting Ubisoft on their own back because they were talking about how great Mousetrap has been doing, although the last month it's actually been completely bypassed. So they're not doing great right now. And they had just one sentence saying, oh, we know something's wrong, we're going to fix it with a patch layer. So kind of avoiding the reality that unfortunately it is not working at this moment in time. So that's very bad. But this blog post went over pretty much everything from PC cheaters to mouse and keyboard cheaters and all that, DDoS and reputation system, updates for the future. And it was a little bit vague in a lot of areas. We'll just have to wait until we actually see those updates. But good that they're communicating with us. We also got another update in the blog post, which was pretty much less noticed because of all the other stuff that was coming out at the same kind of time with mid-season patch and the big blog post on the cheating. We also got an update on the reputation system as well, which just kind of gives us an idea of how things are going with that and their future plans for different ways of dealing with different, bad behavior in Rainbow Six Siege, which again is a kind of range of stuff for the future. So it's good, and I'm sure it will have a positive impact in the long term, but it's very hard as a player to see this coming in. It's not as easy as seeing like gameplay changes or, mid-season balance, and these things are much harder to push over and show to the public. But good attempt from Ubisoft to get some blog posts out going over a bunch of stuff. And it's very good to keep the lines of communication open with this kind of stuff as well, even though I don't know if many players are actually that interested, but it's good to know things are going on behind the scenes. But anyway guys, if you want to get more information on this stuff I talked about today, you'll see links in the description below, and thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.